guys, I hope that you're keeping well. It's your girl here, Hadasa Wanja, aka Wawawero, and welcome back to my bits and pieces. Because in here we get to do a whole lot of interesting and fun stuff. And on today's video, one of us made a comment and requested that I get to do a chapati recipe video, and I thought, yeah, why not? And so today it's that day. I've got my rolling pin ready and I am going to get this done. Yes, done, because chapati is one of the easiest meals to make. And why I'm saying that is because for me, I find if I am making my chapos, I will be doing other things in between. So I'm preparing my chapati in stages, and as I'm doing that, I can also do other things. And you know, living a busy mom life, you get to have other things going, otherwise you'll be stuck with one thing, and you do not want to do that because time is money. So without wasting so much of your time, let's get rolling. Let's roll this pin and get some nice delicious chapatis. All right? Okay, yes. If you have not considered to subscribe, please make sure that you do that, because on this channel we'll be having really exciting videos coming up. So on here I have my ingredients. I have a cup of cold water, flour, medium-sized carrot, oil, and salt to taste. And so you notice I have salt instead of sugar, and this is because we prefer to have our chapatis salted. And you know, with the carrot, once it's grated, it's got some of that sugar, and so it's going to blend in very well with the salt, and instead of having like too sweet chapatis. Yeah. So I have my grated carrot, then I'll be pouring in my cold water. You might want to have maybe 2 cups, or depending, because with this 1 cup I am targeting to have 8 chapatis in total. Here I'll put in some salt, just enough to taste. You don't want to have too much salt or no salt. And yes, a bit of oils, and then I'm going to just pour in the flour. I know I'm not measuring this, and you know, measuring with my eyes, and my hands will also be helping me much later on. Once I start mixing the dough with my bare hands, I can tell if that is the right consistency that I'm looking for. So just hang on a moment and we can do this all together. So I'll start kneading the flour with my bare hands, and this will guide me. Like I said earlier, it's going to guide me to get to that right consistency. You do not want your dough to be too hard, otherwise the chapatis will end up being so hard. You don't want hard chapatis. You know, even when you have small kids, they'll be wondering, now what is this that mommy has prepared for us? So make sure that your dough is not too soft. You know, like when you're preparing a cake, that dough is somewhat really soft. So you don't want to have that consistency either. So make sure that it's just nice and soft. And you can put in some oil. This will help to just create that softness in that dough. And you notice once your dough is right, you will not have any flour left in your hands. So let's say if the dough is really wet and very soft, you have flour left in your hands. Or if it's too hard, then it's even going to be hard for you to knead through. So ensure just that you have that right consistency, and your hands will guide you to that. Okay, so right now I can tell my dough is perfect because none is being left on my hands. And at this point I'm just going to get a juala, like we used to call it in our times, and you can substitute this for a cling wrap if you do have that one. And so I'm going to just wrap the dough and let it sit for, let's say, 10 minutes. Yeah. So as my dough is sitting, I'll probably attend to my dishes. And you know, it's just keeping up with those house chores that we have in the house. So you notice the wanja in me will not rip this juala just like that fogodari, because I will need it for later. Yeah, so stick around and let's keep doing this. So on here I'll just separate the dough evenly into uniform balls. And so once that is done, I have my oil ready to oil each ball, and I'm show you how I do that. And back to my juala, I will cover the other balls, and this helps to ensure that they're not drying up, because once the dough is exposed to air, then it will start drying up, and you don't want to have dried chapatis. So at this point I'll be spreading the dough, and I'll put in some oil to ensure that I can oil evenly. And you might just want to roll the dough however you like. And as you can see, it's a bit ripped, but it doesn't matter at this point because, yeah, you're just rolling the dough, and so that will not matter at all. And as you can see, I've just rolled in that circular movement, and I put that aside, and I'll repeat this with every other bowl. So I'll let them all sit for around 30-45 minutes. This will ensure that the dough is really nice and tender. And yes, you don't want to miss to see the end results. And on here, I'll continue on with doing my dishes and any other house chore that I can attend to within this period of time. So as you can see, my rogeo is already heating up, and you know, this rogeo has really traveled, because I got it back in Kenya. Things that you put in your suitcase as you're traveling. Why? Yeah, chronicles of a traveler. Here I've rolled my first dough, and you can see, yeah, aim to have that circular chapati, eh? But well, we all start from somewhere, and I am just going to dry cook with no oil at the moment, and I'm going to repeat the same with the rest of the chapatis. And so once all the chapatis are dry cooked, I'm going to cook in a batch of 4. Yeah, so I'll oil at the top or the bottom depending, and I'll make sure that the pan is nice and hot. And as you can see, the chapatis are turning nice and brown. You want to have that nice brown in your chapati, yeah? And so I'll repeat the process with the rest of the chapatis, and yeah, it's not as hard as people would describe it. What do you think, guys? Let me know in the comment section below, how do you go about making your chapatis? Yes, and how often do you make chapatis for your family? So guys, as you can see, no more excuses for running to the muhindis shops and grabbing roti. What are they called? I think they call them chapati or roti. I don't even know. Yeah, no more. Instead, run to the supermarket, grab some flour, oil, and before you know it, you have chapatis ready for your family. And this takes me way back, while we were growing up. Chapos used to be prepared only when there was like a public holiday, or if there was like a special day to celebrate, and we could dance. We could just wait for these chapos with heaps and heaps of excitement. Yeah, so let me know, did you grow up enjoying chapatis like every other day, or was your situation similar to mine? And you can see I am now doing the other batch of 4, repeating the same process as I did with the other. And yes, we'll be getting done shortly. And guys, I am done now, ready to serve my chapatis. So guys, let me know, what do you think about the whole process of making chapatis? And if you did enjoy this video, give a thumbs up. If you're going to try, please make sure you do and share your experience. And yes, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and share this video with your friends and loved ones. And also, you might give me an idea of what kitoweo you think would best suit my chapo. And bye for now, and catch you on my next video. Bye. God bless.